So the new gen is just incredible.
Dude, the skill level in pools these days is actually
It's ridiculous.
I do feel a
if
little...
any one of these people did a Terminator time travel situation into Genesis 1, they would get top 3.
I've thought about that all the time.
Like Armada and Mango would still probably beat it, maybe.
Yeah.
Just because, but...
Because there is some level, there's like adaptation. Their punishes were still pretty good back then. But I actually think you could be like the 50th best player in the world now would be like the best player by a mile back in like 2009, 2010. Like I actually truly believe that.
Absent Page would assassinate everybody.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But
we just got told to shut up by our production.
Yeah, we got to talk about the match. But Weenie Hut Jr. and Herrington, admittedly, I don't know a lot about either of these two players. I have seen Weenie Hut Jr.'s tag in bracket.
I can tell you one thing, that he has the best tag on the screen right now.
Out of Weenie Hut, if we had to make a tag PR out of Weenie Hut Jr. and Herrington, one comes out on top.
That's a short list, but I'd make it.
Exactly, a 2-item list, in fact.
Weenie Hut Jr. is incredible.
Man, with the conversation we were just having, right?
Yeah,
I want to like contextualize this match.
Exactly. This level of
like,
Peach is like almost freaking Armada level 2009.
Exactly. And it's really ridiculous to see. This is like a round 1 match, right? Whereas like even if you were looking at this type of match and this type of gameplay in like 2013-14, this would have been like bracket for sure.
Until he got hit with that shine, now I take it all back. I take it all back.
It's a rough.
Armada
it's his
would
first
never
set of the
get hit
day.
by that.
Armada's pretty good, though, you know? He's a little bit of an awareness. He's grinded the game. Oh, yeah. Can't do that. Can't be making those sort of mistakes, dude. I hate when Peach just sits there and crouches and just waits for it. And then you know exactly what's going to happen, and then you proceed to make the mistake anyway.
Yeah, man. Oh.
That was a nice little wait. He knew he was going to drop through the platform eventually.
Yeah, you don't see Peach's show dropping too much like that. She doesn't have the greatest hitbox below her, so...
Yeah, not a lot to like bring out. You kind of have to like maneuver in the air, hope you hit a back air a bit. Back air does have a pretty like wide horizontal hitbox, so...
Well, this is all Weenie Hut right here. And no DI on that nair. He actually DI'd away.
Oh, just lets him get back. Quick turn it back off.
Me and Toph were just talking about how we kind of think that edge guarding is just the #1 most important thing in the game.
The most important thing?
Just the most important thing, and it's the #1 thing separating really high-level players from just a top 100 player.
Interesting.
Just consistency on edge guards.
So like the difference, are you talking like the difference between like a top 50 player and like a top 200 player is probably their edge guards?
Yeah, I would even just go all the way up and say it's top and down one of the most important things you can learn in the whole game.
Interesting.
It comes down to like Fox's up B. It's really hard to edge guard. It's not easy. So if you can get better at that specific part of the game, it's so impactful. It's actually insane. Like you're making the game so much easier for yourself if you can actually kill Fox out of up B.
Yeah, that's where you have to close out like a good chunk of your kills, right? Whereas I think like a lot of players will spend a lot of time focusing on their like on-stage punish or even like neutral.
Herrington though.
Upsetting
Little close.
The expectations set by the tag PR. And he might be the the better player on the actual PR.
The PR?
The PR.
That was a pretty good game. We have Frozen Stadium in the mix here at Battle of BC, but did they select it? I don't think they did, and I think they're realizing that right now, because I was reading on our rule sheets in full color printed at every single station, good shit, Kevin, that to select Frozen Pokemon, you have to press Y on the stage select screen. So people are going to forget a lot.
Yeah. It's the first like big tournament where this has been implemented, so it's understandable that people are going to make that mistake.
Is this your brainchild, Aiden? Is this your doing? Did you free Stadium?
I advocated super hard for this.
God bless.
I did not want to. I thought so. All the controversy came up with like the wobbling and like. Personally, I don't actually mind wobbling that much. I figured like testing out like what a ban would be interesting. But I was like, as we're making changes, why don't we make some changes that matter?
Right.
Like freezing the stage that I have hated for years.
It makes tons of sense. Like we're not like beholden to Nintendo really. There was a phase where we thought that we were.
But I don't feel like we particularly are.
We're not really like...
Not really.
Yeah.
And I think that for Peach, I do think... Actually, do you think this stage gets worse for Peach with his Frozen? It's kind of hard to say, because I feel like the transformations do benefit Fox. But this isn't exactly like a good Peach stage either.
It's still a great Fox stage, Frozen or not. Probably slightly better for Peach without the transformations. Nice.
Yeah, this Peach is moving quite quick. I mean, Herrington's got it going on.
I wanted to bring up 2009 Armada just because the tech skill. That's basically the main thing I would compare new gen players having, really comparable to back in the day is their tech skill is basically better. They're hitting float cancels that people barely went for back in the day.
Yeah.
Just the overall movement and control is just really high.
And then it's the other aspects of the game that aren't necessarily there, I guess.
Ooh.
Just kind of lets him float back. And then he gives it to him anyway.
He let it rip.
You just kind of dished it up to him on the ledge there, I gotta be honest. We all make that mistake, though.
He has a read on Herrington being a pretty aggro Peach, liking to land in the hitbox instead of fading out.
Yeah, he's done that pretty much every time.
Mr. Shatter, that actually kind of helped him, didn't it? Yeah. I feel like it admitted he
slowed it down a little bit.
Feels like a hit stun delay.
You don't see that very often, I guess.
No,
Mr. Saturn just colliding with Firefox.
Herrington really should have hit that nair on the platform tech chase. That's pretty easy. Nice edge guard.
Just closes it out.
Close games here, even on Stadium.
He's definitely looking pretty sharp.
See, if you're Weenie Hut there, you have to instantly put your shield up and DI out when you get hit by the first back.
Yeah. Because he definitely had time to shield or get out in that situation, right? And he just kind of let the down smash rock.
I think he was mashing Shine, to be honest.
Yeah.
Either that or a jump.
And that's going to be so frustrating when you get your shield up and then the down smash just pokes you anyway. Get a little more tilted with each time it happens.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't. Goes for the shine grab in that situation.
It wouldn't have killed. He needed a couple wave shines, but some drops from my man Weenie Hut.
Unfortunate.
A couple drops. Ooh, that was risky. Did you hold your breath right there when he jabbed the down smash?
Yeah, as soon as I see a jab, like I picture it from my perspective as Sheik, like where every time I ever jab Peach, I just get immediately down smash for it. So it was a little clenched teeth there. Oh no! Shines out of the drill again. He keeps getting the drill confirmed and then doesn't convert out of it.
Well, he tried to shine grab, but he didn't get a good down air timing, so easy for Peach to shield grab there.
I mean, if the drill lands, you don't need to shine grab at all. That's what I've been wondering. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Good drill.
Weenie Hut Jr. picking up the slack on Pokemon Stadium.
That was nice. I really like seeing a Fox use down air as an approach, short hop down air, because some people just rely on nair back air the whole game, and you're missing an easy kill option like that.
Yeah, and I mean, drill's probably your safest option on Peach, right? It's the one thing that's definitely not going to be beat out by CC. So.
The thing is, if you catch them in the air, you're screwed because they're going to DI out and down smash you before you touch the ground. But as long as you read them on the ground, it's a really good approach.
He just already let that happen again, unfortunately. He keeps getting these drill moves and then doesn't do anything afterwards.
And Herrington, the aggro Peach, is going straight to Yoshi's. He's afraid of getting camped out on Dreamland, and FD was probably banned.
Yeah. This is the Bladewise counter pick.
Is it?
Yeah. Bladewise started taking Foxes to Yoshi's because the confined space just allows you to, as Foxes became more patient, campier. Yeah. It's I don't want to take you to Dreamland. I'll take you to this stage instead, where I can actually force you into situations where I can get follow-ups.
It's working out. I mean, crazy.
Just floated back. He knew he was going to keep dashing forward. I like that.
Straight up a read on his short hop there. Okay. Oh!
I actually thought he was going to shark that. I was so confident he was just going to do it.
As a floaty, it's really easy to get complacent when you're floating down like that.
Oh, totally.
You just think that Fox is going to, wait for you to touch the ground. But there's nothing stopping him from double jumping up airing you and just going for it.
Exactly. I think it happens so quickly sometimes too, where you don't want to attempt to get out too early and put yourself in a riskier situation without a jump. But you also can't just wait forever, right?
That's exactly it. You don't want to get caught out up there with no jump.
Well, this is just dead even right now.
Dead even. This is really good
type
set.
of round.
Oh no! Whoa! No, Herrington. You take those, Herrington, every day. Oh no!
It looked so good for a moment. It was this dead even game. The two shines, Weenie Hut Jr. with everything. No, it just gets back aired out of it. We can't be doing that in 2019. We can't be.
There we go.
Okay.
It didn't affect him as much as you might think.
Yeah, he's not too shook. I like this. It's still pretty close.
Coming down with back air there is so risky, and it worked.
That was the most desperate drill. Oh, come on. No, just go to ledge.
Herrington could have nared that, but he goes for grab.
No, down tilt!
Well, Herrington takes it 2-1. Very good set.
I like how Herrington looked